No more alcohol. No more. After the terror and despair of the Great War, a new horizon opened up for Americans. All of a sudden, there were new opportunities and ideas. What became known as the Roaring Twenties began to take shape, symbolizing a decade of exciting social changes and profound cultural conflicts. The government of the 1920s is often described as being passive and pliant. The Republican government enjoyed a warm relationship with the business community. They helped businesses and industry operate with maximum efficiency. There were even rumors of corruption in the Harding administration. Internally, however, the country faced conflict. The KKK had their largest membership ever to date, and their resurgence was due to the film Birth of a Nation. Race riots occurred because of these racial tensions. There was also a Red Scare, where many Americans felt that communism would spread to their country. Thus, this period was marked by a widespread fear of Bolshevism and anarchism due to real and imagined events.
The 1920s was a decade of increasing conveniences for the middle class. New products made household chores easier and led to more leisure time. Products previously too expensive became affordable due to mass production. New forms of financing allowed every family to spend beyond their current means. Advertising capitalized on people's hopes and fears to sell more and more goods. Technology made advances too. Cars and radio became popular items to purchase. By now, pay later became the credo of many middle-class Americans of the Roaring Twenties. Department stores opened up generous lines of credit for those who could not pay up front but can demonstrate the ability to pay later.
Strutting in the local store, I got credit. Factory made clothes I didn't sew it. Uber car is my ride, got higher wages. Gotta buy it, saw it on an advertisement. Like Jay Gatsby, now I'm feeling wealthy like Jay Gatsby. Now I'm feeling wealthy like Jay Gatsby. Give me that mac and cheese, give me that all for me. We all love that credit at the store, getting wild. Get them good credit, we get that chip and that truck. Now give me 2 more bananas, cause you know it don't stop.
808.
Oh yeah, shop it all. My credit's good, I'll be shopping all in all. Shopping all in all. My credit's good around me, I'll be shopping all in all.
Jazz became the music of choice for youth in the hip urbanities because it symbolized a desire to break with tradition. American families had more leisure time and looked to entertainment to fill their evenings and weekends. Commercial radio and movies became so popular. Hollywood, California became the glamorous entertainment capital of the country. A lot of new arts emerged during this era. Authors called Lost Generation, concerned about the new materialistic society, wrote books and essays about the topic. This includes authors, poets, and artists such as F. Scott Fitzgerald, Gertrude Stein, and Ernest Hemingway. African American artists, poets, and musicians gave birth to a new movement called Harlem Renaissance. Deeply critical white society, writers such as Langston Hughes and Zora Hurston wrote to express the joy and pain of being an African American. Artists brought African American culture to life in their artworks. The Harlem Renaissance helped to change the perception of African Americans and fostered a greater social consciousness of the abilities and worth of all Americans in general.
In August 1920, women's rights took another step forward with the passage of the 19th Amendment, giving women the right to vote. And in the early 1920s, Margaret Sanger made strides in providing contraception to women, sparking a wave of women's rights to birth control. Just following World War I, the classic image of a flapper arose. A flapper was a stylish party girl, and flappers smoked in public, drank alcohol, danced at jazz clubs, and practiced sexual freedom that shocked the Victorian morality of their parents. They donned fashionable flapper dresses with shorter calf-revealing lengths and lower necklines.
Cat in town. Fake it. Speed it, baby.
Another important aspect of the 1920s would be the prohibition of alcohol. The temperance movement, a social movement consisting mostly of women, finally managed to convince the government to prohibit the manufacturing and transportation of liquor. Unfortunately, this was hugely unpopular. Once Americans had gotten a taste of the liquor, they weren't willing to let it go and went to great lengths to obtain it. Criminal organizations hoarded the happy juice previous to the amendment and managed to gain wealth and power by selling the alcohol. The infamous Al Capone, aka Scarface, grew in significance in Chicago, where his gang continued to maim and kill, all while making more and more money off of this amendment.
Say you will love me just by the touch of your hand.
If you're not drunk, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to buy my stuff. It's smuggled. Ha. Speak easy. You know what? Al Capone, yeah! All the alcoholics. Where you at? Let's go! Hey! 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 Let's go!
I wanna walk in the club, all eyes on me. I'm with a dangerous crew. No drinks are free.
Drinks are free!
We in Chicago. We cause corruption. Police loving my gin. Everybody wants in.
Shot, 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 shot. Everybody!
Yeah, okay, start.
Ooh!
Please let me Go.
And musicians gave birth to a new movement.
Today.
Yeah, stop talking.